It's experiment time! Corrosion of metal. Corrosion is when a refined metal is naturally converted to a more stable form, such as its oxide, hydroxide, or sulfide state. This lead to a deterioration of the material. Hello guys, here we go again for our next second and third experiment. We will do, for our second experiment, the title of this experiment is corrosion of metal. Um, the metal that I use is a metal wire. So in this experiment, the materials that we need, so we need a 2 glass of water. This one is salt water that we add salt, and this one is tap water. So because we don't have salt water from the sea, I use a salt for salt water. That's it. So, yan. So we have 2 sample of water. We will know where is that the factor that can help in metal to have more rust. So this one wire we put in tap water, and this one is for the salt water. So in this experiment, we need 3 days for the next observation. What will happen to the metal? So we will wait for the result.
A few moments later.
So we come back again for our observation of the result after 3 days. So in salt water and put on the tap water. That's it. So according to my observation, the metal wire now have a rust because of the presence of water. And this one also on this salt water, and this is the result. If we will compare, the metal wire from the salt water have more rust because of the presence of salt, that is a combination of sodium and chloride that is help to make the metal have more rust, and this is what we call corrosion of metal. And this one, it also have rust from the tap water because of the presence of water. So this is the result of our second experiment. Filtration is a process that removes particles from suspension in water. Removal takes place by a number of mechanisms that include straining, flocculation, sedimentation, and surface capture. So for our third experiment, the purifying or filtration of dirty water. So in this experiment, the materials that we need to prepare is, so bottle of soft drinks I use for the container, and for the filtration agent, I have here sand, the pebbles, the cotton, and the charcoal, the most important. And of course, we have here a dirty water comes from with a mud or anything that is not clean. So this experiment, we will filter this mud water and transform it to become clean. And so from muddy water, we will transform it to a clean water so we can use it. And this experiment is helpful if we don't have clean water. We can do this kind of filtration to filter it out. So for the procedure, um, we first we put the cotton in in the bottom. After the cotton, the sand. Next is the charcoal. After the charcoal, the pebbles. So after all we settle all the filtration agent, we pour the dirty water. And let's see for the result. So after this, we will wait until the water pour down and filter out. So yeah, as you can see, the water become clear, and from a dirty one become clean, and the water become more transparent. So see, observe what happened to the dirty water that I poured down. So we will wait for how many hours after it all poured down, all the water. So that's all for today. We will wait for the final result. So here is what we get from our filtration or our experiment. Yan. We have now a clear water that we filter out. So this we can now use it for cleaning or whatsoever that we need the water. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned from my experiment.
Don't say yes, 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 'cause you're messing with your head.